It's Wednesday. It's great to see you guys today. And who knows where the day is going to lead? Who knows what's going to happen today? More snowing, more blowing, more crappy weather outside. But it looks like we passed the worst of it for the moment, and the storm's starting to fade out. And we're looking at higher than freezing temperatures for the next couple of days. So enjoy, sit back, relax, kick up your shoes wherever you are. And remember, greatness starts with the first step. So what's going to happen today? Who knows what's going to happen today? But I feel inclined to talk about what you can do and what is, how should we say, less likely to bear positive fruit. And it doesn't matter. Anything is possible in this world that's comprised entirely of energy. So my way of being, my way of thinking is totally wrapped around me and my own beliefs and thought patterns and behaviors and choices. And I can make choices all of my life, but the only choices that I can reflect and the only choices that I can make directly revolve around me. And how other people tend to react or respond to the choices that I make are totally reliant upon them. And I cannot make somebody feel appreciation. I cannot make somebody feel gratitude. I cannot make somebody feel love. I cannot stop somebody from feeling fear. I cannot stop people from making destructive choices. I cannot stop people from making great choices. None of those choices that anybody else makes are a reflection of me. But what I can do and what I have the ability to is make choices that will encourage others to show that appreciation, to show that gratitude. However, the only way to do that is to live your best life and to stop modifying your behavior in order to placate or please other people. You have to make choices that align with your higher purpose, your higher sense of self. And when you do that, when you live that lifestyle, when you start embodying your highest self, the people that are around you are going to start reflecting that appreciation, that gratitude, that knowledge of your divine power. But when you modify your behavior to please someone else, you are giving your energy away to that other person, where you are always going to, at best, be left with a sense of self righteous indignation, bitterness, resentment, or jealousy because I'm doing all this for somebody else and they don't appreciate it. They just want more and more and more. Well, guess what? You keep giving, they're going to keep taking. It's basically a law. Whatever you put your focus on, you're going to get back tenfold. If the universe sees you giving away your power, they'll give you more opportunities to give your power away. However, when you start focusing on what truly aligns with you, what you truly believe in, what you feel blessed to be doing, the universe will give you more reasons to be appreciative, to be grateful, to embrace your own power. And it's all about how you focus your energy and attention. Because what you put your thoughts and energy behind are what the universe is going to give you most of all. And the emotions you put behind it are what the universe thinks, oh my God, this is what he wants. He wants to be left in a feeling of self righteous indignation or moral superiority. So we'll give him lots of reasons to be judgmental and bitter and guilty and shameful and people pleasing because that's what he wants. That's what he keeps doing. So we'll give him more of the same because that's how he lives his life and that's how he wants to live his life. But when you start living for yourself, when you start living for your higher purpose, when you start embracing who you came to this earth to be, that's when you create a different sense, a different way. And your reality and what you are exposed to will change right away. And it's crazy. And it's not woo woo, though. It is basically the law of the seven laws of Hermes Trismegistus in action. And I can't stress enough that what you focus your time, energy, and attention on are what you're going to get back. And in order to know what you want to focus your time, energy, and attention on, you first have to know yourself. And once you know yourself, really know what's going to keep you motivated, know what's going to keep you passionate, know what's going to shuck away the fear and just keep you in that abundant, loving state, you're going to find that the world becomes your oyster. And that's what I've found. I've seen it in action. I've seen the results. And I can't do it. I'm unable yet to do it each and every day. And up till now, I have modified my behavior, giving away my power to others, and had that sense of self superiority, moral indignation, self aggrandizing bullshit. Oh, look at me, martyr complex. And it's crap. And I know it's crap. And you know it's crap. And there's nothing I can tell you that you don't already intuitively know. And that's the greatest part about it. I'm just speaking about it. And I'm speaking about it because once we bring it out into the open, that's when we can transcend. And I'm going to keep focusing on that. And I'm going to keep changing my own behavior. And my circumstances are going to continue to evolve and change. And I'm going to find different lessons that I need to learn in life. But I know that the universe will provide me with the necessary resources to learn those new lessons. And I can do that from a state of joy, or I can do that from a state of kicking and screaming and repeating the same processes over and over, getting the same lessons over and over. And as I start exercising, as I start speaking, as I start walking each and every day, as I start making different choices, making different actions, I find myself getting less emotionally triggered by other people because I know that their opinions are their opinions and they have to learn their own lessons, and their lessons are neither superior or inferior to mine. And I cannot, it's not for me to control or manipulate them. It's for me to be my best version of me. And it's a bitter pill to swallow because we are raised to view ourselves in an us versus them. And if somebody succeeds and somebody else fails in a law of cause and effect, but it's not a cause and effect situation. Newtonian physics are dead. Quantum physics and the quantum energy field, the universal energy field, the ether, the force, the Holy Spirit, it's all around us. There's not, if somebody has something, somebody else loses something. There is an infinite amount of everything available to everyone. And once we stop quantifying everything, once we stop being bitter and judgmental and ashamed and guilty, that's when the magic happens. That's when we transcend our reality. And that's why I sit here in Diagon Alley. I want to remind you each and every day that's the magic. We are all capable of this magic. We are all capable of changing our choices. We are all capable of changing our thoughts. We are all capable of changing our actions. And nobody's better than you. Nobody's worse than you. We are all equal under the level. We are all part of this society. We are all connected. We are all capable of greatness. And the lessons that we have to learn have to be experienced by ourselves, and they come with how we reflect, how we spend our time, how we spend our energy. And going forward, because up until now, I've fallen into that trap. I've been conditioned since childhood to say, yes, I have to be better than the best. I am better. I am worse. I'm not as good as that person. I'm better than that person. And realize that no, we are all equal. We are all individuals. And the person living in the hut in the sub-Saharan desert has no better cultural upbringing, no more superiority or inferiority to the person living in that penthouse in Beverly Hills. It's all the same stuff. And we're all on this earth to do the same damn thing, which is evolve, create better versions of ourselves, and realize that we are not in a world that is finite. There is an infinite amount of energy. There is an infinite amount of resources. There is more than enough for everyone. And we have to remind ourselves each and every day that we have been limiting ourselves to a mathematical, quantifiable world when we don't have to. We choose to. And like I say, and I had this conversation earlier today, there is nothing on this earth that exists without belief. Without belief in money, money doesn't exist. Without belief in law and order and government and police, it doesn't exist. Without belief, religion doesn't exist. Without belief, science doesn't exist. The laws are based upon the energy that surrounds us, that infinite amount of energy that surrounds us. And energy is all around us, it surrounds us, it's in everything, and it can't be created or destroyed and only transformed. So, guess what that means? Anything is possible. And what you choose to believe is what your life is going to reflect. If you believe that you don't have enough, you will never have enough. If you believe that you need something external in order to be happy, you're going to be left wanting that external thing in order to be happy. But once you realize that your happiness comes from within, your happiness comes from a sense of self, not by controlling others, not by manipulating others, but by being true to yourself, by being true to the divine nature within you. And that's the key, guys. There is a divine nature, a divine spark in each one of us. We can create. We are creating, have created, and will continue to create. And when we stop trying to manipulate, we stop trying to control, and we just be and know that the universe will provide you with those resources that are infinitely available to each and every one of us, that's when the magic happens. When you stop trying to live by other people and start living for yourself, for your higher purpose, that's when you can improve society. That's how you improve society. You improve society not by blaming government, not by blaming your parents, not by blaming your friends and family, not by blaming society. You create a better society by living a better life. Each and every one of us has the capability to become a better version of ourselves each and every day. And how that looks in the beginning could be just a small baby step. But that first step, that journey of 1,000 miles starts with that first step. And you have to be willing to take that step, to push through the fear, embrace the love, and create a better universe and surroundings. And know in your heart that how it looks is not up to you. Just knowing that it will work out is where the magic happens, because it will work out. And if you can focus your time, energy, and attention on ideas and on possibilities instead of, oh, this has never worked out. Oh, woe is me. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. It's crap. It's all just bullshit that we tell ourselves to keep us locked in that box, which we don't have to be in. And we don't have to make choices based on what other people think. We don't have to be ashamed of being true to ourselves, being true to our beliefs, being true to our values, being true to our core, because everything that's ever happened, can happening, and is happening is inside of us. It's encoded in our DNA. And we have that ability, that consciousness that enables us to see beyond it. You cannot, if you can observe your thoughts, you are not your thoughts. If you can observe your surroundings, you are not your surroundings. You are above that. You are capable of more. And there's always more that you are capable of. And as you realize this, that you realize that there's an infinite amount of possibility and potential in the world, you can create change. And you can be the change that you want to create in the world. And it comes by not berating other people for the choices that they make. And it doesn't come from holding yourself up to somebody else that's lived their life. You are beholden to yourself. And when you live your life, not trying to control other people's way of behavior, not trying to live your life controlling their emotions and their lifestyle, and just being true to yourself, you become an example for what is possible, for what is achievable, as opposed to pushing yourself higher than other people. You don't have to manipulate or control or compete with other people for your energy. There's an infinite amount of energy in the universe. And when you connect to that universal energy, instead of locking yourself into the finite human potential, you can expand beyond it. You can break out of the matrix. You can create a new realm of possibilities each and every day. And it just starts just with one little step, becoming a better version of yourself each and every day by doing one rep with one dumbbell one day. And if you doubled that each and every day by the time 30 days is up, hell, you could be doing 30 million dumbbell raises. It's unbelievable. You can create greatness. You can use the power of exponential growth to your benefit as long as you start doing something, creating a better version of yourself. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be easy. It just has to be something that's inside of you that's burning to get out. And I know that you can create it. I know that you have the potential to create it. And I know that you can expand beyond the limitations and the limiting beliefs and the limiting thought processes of finite reality. Because we are infinite spiritual beings living this temporary human existence, and we can expand beyond it. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I've barely scratched the surface of what is possible for me. And I also know without a doubt that every choice that I've made along the way up until now has been a building block to set me on this path going forward where I expand to my infinite potential of creation. And because of that, I'm grateful for every single person that I've ever encountered in life because they've brought me to this point here and now where the future is filled with infinite possibilities. And once you can let go of the bitterness, the judgment, the trauma, the hate, the anger, then you can look back at your life and say, yes, I did this. I made this choice. If I were faced with this choice again, I might make a different choice, but I'm not going to begrudge the fact that I made that choice in the here and now because I made that choice in the here and now to the best of my knowledge and ability at the time. And I made that choice without the thought processes that I currently had. However, I wouldn't have the thought processes I currently had unless I had made that decision back along the road. If I hadn't been born to those parents, I would not be here and now knowing that I can create anything. So I can be grateful for each and every interaction that I've ever had, for each and every skill I've mastered along the way, for each and every choice, for each and every opportunity that I've been faced with, because it's always been for my benefit. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. And because of that, you can feel gratitude for each and every situation that you have ever had. And that's how I'm living my life. And that's why my life is expanding in so many rapidly different ways that I couldn't imagine being the person that I was 6 months ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. But I am grateful for each one of those iterations of me, each and every moment that I've experienced, because it's brought me to the here and now. Time isn't linear, folks. And if you can think back to something that's happened in your past and feel the emotions that are attached with it, you know that. If you can envision a future where everything is better, then you know that. Because once you feel everything and you know that the only choice that you can make are the choices that you're making right now, and you can be grateful for each choice and be grateful for the life that you're living, you don't have to be jealous. You don't have to be envious. You can just be grateful and in love with everything in the universe. And everybody else's choices are theirs. How people respond to you are theirs. And as long as you don't give away your power and you live for your best self, people will respond to you in kind. So let's basically boil it down to 3 parts. 1, every interaction you've ever had in this life has been for your benefit to create the life you're in right at this moment in time where the future is filled with infinite possibilities. Number 1. Number two, there are two things in life. There is love and there is fear. And once you push aside the fear, the doubt, the judgment, the bitterness, and the envy, you can embrace the love. You can take that first step and be at peace with everything that's happened in your life. And number three, nobody is better or worse than you. Nobody. There's nothing external that's going to make you happy. There's nothing that somebody else has that you don't have that's going to make you happy. There is only happiness, and it comes and stems from within. Once you find that driving passion that's going to keep you productive and moving forward in your life, you can create the magic in your own life, just like I'm creating magic in my life. And as we continue to go, as we continue to move through, new opportunities will arise. And you can look at the way that you reacted to certain situations in your life, and you can say, oh, when I'm faced with that choice again, because trust me, if you haven't learned from history, you're doomed to repeat it. When you face that choice again, you can be cognizant and aware and make a different choice, as long as you're coming at everything with gratitude, happiness, and love. So enjoy your day, guys. Got lots of things going on, so I'm going to let you go here. But yeah, each and every day, filled with new opportunities, filled with new choices. And it's all about becoming a better version of yourself each and every day. Endless potential, limitless potential. Embrace it, embrace your life, and stop worrying about other people. Live for yourself. And that's how you create a better society. Love you all. Have a great day. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Don't know, might be on the road tomorrow. So if I miss you guys at 10 o'clock, I'll try to pop in for at least 2 or 3 minutes because, like I've always said, whether I speak for 5 minutes or 5 hours, whether one person is watching or a million people are watching, I'm improving a skill set. I'm making different choices. I'm opening up new opportunities and new timelines by honing and doing what draws to me. And that's inspiring each one of you to take a look at your life and take that first step. Find what's going to bring you happiness and find what's going to make society a better place to live. So love you all. Have an awesome day. And hopefully see you tomorrow. If not, I'm heading to London to see the Globetrotters play. My brother got me courtside seats for Christmas. So looking forward to that. Something I never would have done for myself. And it's going to be an awesome, awesome day. So love you all and peace out.